Itoshi Rin!
Wait, are you telling me that the show could have looked this good the entire time? I want to talk about how the U20 match turned one of the biggest letdowns this year into one of the best arcs in the entire anime, despite the producers throwing this entire season into utter shambles. Because unless you're living underneath a rock, the consensus is that Blue Lock Season 2 absolutely sucks. I'm talking about all caps. Yes, the anime adaptation of the highest selling manga franchise in 2023 and the 5th highest manga franchise in 2024 absolutely sucks balls. Animation that barely moves. Animation that isn't even animating. What is this Snapchat filter that they decided to go with? The last time something similar like this happened was Tokyo Revengers, and that has still given me trust issues to this day. Unlike Tokyo Revengers though, this fandom is still watching week in and week out, asking themselves, why is this still entertaining? Watching Blue Lock right now feels like I'm going to a restaurant and they're serving me the food cold, and despite that, I'm still eating the food with no specks on the plate. So let's look at the absolute mess that has become Blue Lock Season 2. The first 5 episodes of the season centered around the tryout arcs, which gave everybody who watched it Parkinson's, aka not good. To keep it PG, this arc absolutely reeked, but it was just a setup arc. One of the main purposes of this arc was to set up the new characters like Shida Ryusei. This dude is literally the MVP of this entire season, and I'm not being over dramatic. He's chaotic evil. He has this color scheme like it came out of this My Little Pony episode, and dude is always either aggravated or aroused. It's one of the other. It's a little odd. Karasu will probably spends an hour a day on this oddly angular haircut. Otia, who is like this soccer ninja. I'm not making this up, guys. They literally said he's a ninja in the anime. Plus, he's voiced by Zetsu Shinsui and Senju Tobirama. Yes, guys, Otia racist confirmed. Kenyu, who might actually have the coolest shades in all of anime. How some buffed out Oakley sports glasses turns this absolute dweeb into one of the coolest young Japanese Tony Stark looking characters. I don't know. They work though. They also set up one of the biggest shonen aspects that we see in the genre with special attacks, which I'm surprised. I shouldn't be surprised on this being in Blue Lock. You know, I'm not the biggest fan of Kuroko no Basket at times because I feel like it teeters between this line of, hey, like these are some cool high school players playing basketball, and did this guy just shoot a full court shot mid-game? The half court, I understand. There's clips of kids doing that. Full court shot, but Blue Lock knows it's not actually soccer. Disrespect, but no disrespect at the same time. So when Ryo pulls out this whole Kakashi copycat ability thing going on, I'm not surprised. I can see it. I'm not mad. If somebody shoots a Kamehameha, I can see them rationalizing how so. So the trials introduce this whole Isagi Mangekyo Sharingan thing, but he's able to do this with the introduction of flow state, guys. I just know all the 19-year-old Sigma grind set boys that be watching these videos at nighttime are creaming to this idea. Like, look at this example. This is how you can enter the flow state today from personal experience. Prince Vegeta motivation. This is literally a guy that used a Vegeta AI voice to talk like Vegeta, to talk about how he got into the flow state. YouTube is a crazy space. Besides this, the trial arc is literally just a badly animated way to go over these previously mentioned elements. But why did the U20 versus Blue Lock match change my perspective? Did the animation get better? Spoiler alert, no. Well, you start off this arc with a 16-minute and 44-second glaze session about how hype this match is supposed to be. I'm not kidding, guys. This episode didn't start any soccer until 16 minutes and 45 seconds into the match. But honestly, not mad. This is well played. Blue Lock has always been a show about stakes, risk, absurd challenges, and a loss that would mean the last 30 episodes of content would all go bye-bye is kind of big risk. This is literally the first live in-person match this cast has had. Plus, it versus the best known youth team in the country. Wait, youth team? Hello? You said 20 years or younger. not 20 years or older, buddy. Who in the casting crew decided it was okay to cast Ainz Gaon as well as Set Your Heart Ablaze Rengoku as this literal 50-year-old man? Literal, but not literal. He looks 50. But overall, the idea of a U20 team going against Blue Lock is genius. Just quick side note before I get started. Is this design good, bad, or racist? Good, bad, racist. Despite this being a whole team of elite soccer players, my eyes are really on like 3 people right now. Give it up for the 50-year-old with the fake ID, Aiku Oliver. This might be the biggest and best foil this show has ever had. A player that wanted to be a striker but got his dreams spat on by those around him, only to choose a dream that literally counters the role of striker he once wanted to achieve. And in that process, he became one of the best defenders in the country, as well as the captain of the U20 team. This is entertainment. Are you not entertained? Even with this whole blue-green heterochromia thing going on with the facial hair, I can still respect, man. I'm not, man. Sendo is big garbo. He's not good. At least that's what that make me want to think. This dude has been talking mad shit for the entire season and has not done jack shit for the entire season. Despite that, Oliver all up in his ear like, hey bro, you good, you GOAT, you the ace of this team, don't listen to the haters, I know you got that dog and you the best player on the field. I'm like, bro, where is this coming from? This nigga playing like ass. So he's gonna do something. Now, it's going to be worth the glaze? I don't know. We'll see. And of course, the most glazed up character we've seen in this entire show, Itoshi Sae. Yo, relax. Hey, keep your pants up. Y'all crazy. There's kids around. Character-wise, I think his archetype is perfect for the show. Dude literally put up to the first team meeting with a crackhead with cotton candy hair. For no apparent reason, he goes up, he walks up to the stand and hit the entire team with a "Smell like bitch in here. All y'all smell like this to me." Then the crackhead he brought just starts fighting the team members out of nowhere, unprovoked. So he just proceeds to walk away and walk out the room. This is aura, gang. This is aura farming at its height. When it comes to his playstyle though, even though this dude is obviously very OD, I don't think I'm sold on it yet. I don't know, maybe because he's not a striker, maybe it's a little different. For the first couple of episodes for the U20 match, it's more of the same. The screen panning from side to provoke movement, even though they're not actually moving like that. A bunch of characters just covered in this fart colored aura that comes in different colors, while Isagi has this whole Death Note light Yagami-esque rant in the background. Or they just end up using this CGI that looks like it came out of a straight PS2 game. But all this mid is tucked away in this absolutely spectacular art design. Oh my god, this shit looks beautiful. The fact that characters can turn from this all the way into this in the span of seconds is why I absolutely love the show. The art is so spectacular, it almost brainwashes you that you did not watch the most horrendous and egregious piece of animation literally seconds before it was on the screen. But the one aspect that kept me on my toes throughout this entire U20 match were these climaxes. We're not talking about you, buddy. We are not talking about you. Get the fuck out of here. Look at the first goal that Blue Lock makes, with Nagi literally doing a 360 midair, bouncing the ball like a basketball, and then literally shutting up this entire crowd full of U20 stands. And then bro just decides to hit the hardest pose of all time? Okay, Nagi? Shido hitting this dragon drive over Shigiri. Again, how this is a sports anime is beyond me. They have the other special attack that might be the best anime cut in this entire anime show with the Big Bang Drive. Again, dude's either aggravated or aroused, and I don't think I need to say which one. They are literally showing, bro, is that sperm cells on my screen? And on top of all of this, they sprinkled that one shonen element that everybody loves. It's with a little bit of like a transformation in this with the flow states, a little bit of flow state transformation. But instead of blonde hair and cool new swords, at least for now, because hey, Blue, I don't know your game like that. I don't know what you got in the tuck. But instead we have a bunch of high school kids doing some of the most ridiculous things I've seen in soccer. Kenyu dropping this whole video game street style action sequence with him cutting through the lanes and only to be countered by another nigga in the flow state. Oh shit. He's 50 years old. It almost feels like I'm watching a Dragon Ball Z battle royale, but every character is going Super Saiyan to beat the other person's Super Saiyan. It's kind of insane. So, fun fact, I made this video of this season before the final episode came out saying, hey, this season, still fun to watch. I watched the final episode. And I can confidently say, this season is still fun to watch. When they told us the final episodes would be coming out together, I knew they were cooking up something in the back. Something was cooking back there. It was gonna be fierce. But this? I don't think anyone expected this level of animation coming out of the final episode. The Itoshi Rin crash out was something out of a fever dream. I ain't gonna hold you. This was some Kendrick Lamar levels of crashing out. Apparently, Hajime Mihira was in charge of this cut and has done many other Blue Lock cuts in the past. So, hey, shout out to you. Whatever you want, you would have it. Even though this godly cut was definitely a highlight out of the episodes, the entirety of the last 2 episodes overall had me running around the house like a crack addict. Itoshi Sae is absolutely that nigga now. I don't give a fuck. I've never seen someone little bro his own little bro like this before. Isagi cooking the absolute shit out of Rin is honestly more entertaining to me than this whole animation cut. I was not expecting this, I ain't gonna hold you. And that's not me disrespecting this animation cut. It's literally just the most disrespectful thing I've ever seen in a sports anime. The Itoshi Rin flow state that literally attacks every player's strength only to throw up the fattest middle finger and be like, I'm better than you. And honestly, the glory that was that Isagi goal was absolutely masterful. All the hard work that he put in up until this point to become the MVP of the most important match to date, and him talking absolutely heavy at the end of this episode is the type of energy I'm gonna need Isagi to be on. You are the main character. Do that main character shit that you're supposed to do. You are the main character of a ego-based anime. I need to see some ego shit, and that's what we got. Overall, I was happy that 8-Bit was able to pull this off, coming out of a season that was overall just very, very, if I need to add another one, very controversial. So what is the conclusion? Did Blue Lock Season 2 redeem itself? And drum roll, please. Cut the drum roll. Probably not. Despite me still heavily enjoying the season due to the climaxes, the content it covered, and the elite art design, I don't think 8-Bit deserves my praise for it. More directly, we're beefing with the producers at 8-Bit. It is overly obvious that the animators are capable of capturing what people love out of Blue Lock. We have scenes that are fantastic from this season. So I can't see the animators being the real stark reasons behind its failure. It is always in the hands of the producers to hold the responsibility behind the deadlines, to the budget, to the overall process of how the show is going to look like. And they have a fuck ton of producers for this show as well. This isn't a situation on them not having a capable team. We see that the team is capable when they can be. In this situation, it feels like the producers are only looking at the wads of cash they are going to make, and they're just pushing out as much as they can, as fast as they can, to get more wads of cash. Especially with them just animating the episode Nagi, which in theory isn't a problem in of itself. You just have to ask the question, if you aren't able to handle this much workload, at what cost are these actions worth? Fans of the show would not have thrown a fit if the show came out 1 year later. My hope is that the backlash from this season sparks some sorts of conversations over there at 8-Bit, whether it be to take more time with the seasonals, maybe to not do any movies in the future, maybe to change some staffing when it comes to the production team, whatever it may be. Even though I enjoyed this season, it could have been something special if it wasn't for the direction the producers took. But if you're interested in a fall 2024 anime that wasn't disappointing, you can check out my Orb video right over here. Thank you guys for watching the video once again. God bless and have a great day. These were my Blank Thoughts.